Acharya, Deputy Founder Acharya, Savior of the whole world, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Ashtottara Shatasri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की मथुरापुरी धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की गंगा मैया की यमुना मैया की भक्ति देवी की श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा गोविंद की श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की श्री श्री गौरताय की प्रार्थना श्री भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु की श्री रूप गोस्वामी पाद की निताय गौर ब्रह्मानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshna Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharine Omagyanatimirandhasya Gyananjanashalaaya Chakshuram Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayyam Tadati Swatadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to our continuation on our Bhakti Shastri course, Connector of Devotion book. Before we proceed to second chapter, any memory from previous class? After closing your all notes, tell from your memory. Yes.
One aspect of Uttam Bhakti full devotion service, like, it should be continuous. It should not be interval. If we are suppose if we are taking rest, so that also is some kirtan we should put and that we should hear. It should be continuation, not like.
Or with the thought that for rejuvenating my strength, my body, for further services, I want to do now seva of taking rest. Shayan seva. Like prasad seva, shayan seva. Everything is pure devotional service. Not that let me sleep now. शयन सेवा करने जा रहा हूँ जिससे कि बाद की सेवाएं अच्छे से कर सकूँ और ये भी सेवा अच्छे से ही करूँगा. Yes. Any other?
Three types of happiness, like the lowest is material, Jadanand, then Brahmanand, and the topmost is Bhaktanand.
Correct. Yes.
So the simple reactions, one is suffering now, so that is due to the simple activities, and sinful activities is due to the sinful desires, and that is due to the ignorance.
Suffering are part of sinful reactions. Because of sinful reactions. Sinful reactions are because of sinful action. Sinful actions are because of sinful desires, and sinful desires are because of ignorance.
And ignorance can only be removed by bhakti yoga. This proclivity and this, not by any other.
Kutam, bijam, aprarabdam, phalam, papam. Yes. Any other?
So Shubha, it comprises of four components. First is that compassion, for all living entities. Second is it brings good qualities in oneself, and third is that it attracts Lord Krishna, and fourth is it brings unlimited happiness.
Visitors, happiness. Any other?
Although bhakti takes away all the sinful reactions and all the proclivities and everything, but still devotee remains alert not to engage in sinful activities, and it remains a specific characteristic of a devotee that he does not engage in sinful activities.
Seventh offense he does not commit. Like that. Yes.
अन्य
You can keep it on only, referably.
अन्याभिलाषिता शून्यम ज्ञान कर्मादि अनावृतम. In this karmadi, adi is for three things. That is, one is mystic power, like someone is extraordinary in particular service. Another one is like one should not much give importance to astrology. Third one
Artificial
renunciation.
What are the exact word? Artificial or unnecessary. What are some exact words? Renunciation only, but unnecessary renunciation like that. Artificial detachment. Yes. Any other?
You asked a question that a man is drowning, so shall we save him or not? So, by principle, we may not save him, but due to log vichar for preaching, we may need to save him so that he can preach.
First question is, do I know swimming? It is for those devotees who know swimming. You don't know swimming, you do know which are you chow. Then we are having kirtans. Because of his call vichar. When devotee use body. So it should not be like that. First question is whether I know swimming. If I know swimming and I can rescue someone, then is the question. Swimming is one thing I believe, and rescuing somebody is another thing. Then it requires little more power. Yes, any other?
It is similar to that only, like if a beggar comes, then shall we give or not? So we may give, but one special thing I just wanted to add here, like we need to see whether he is genuine or not, because nowadays so many are there who act like
Prasad we should give to everyone.
that,
Genuine, not genuine.
but money we may need to see.
Best is to give prasad only. Because as we discussed, a beggar does not ask money for building house, nor for clothes, nor for not for these two, so only for food. So we can only have supply food, prasadam, best thing. But if you don't have, then to avoid hard-headedness, grihasthas must give money. Any other?
When we surrender to Krishna, then Krishna will take away all our sinful reactions. So we may wonder why this devotee is suffering so much. So that suffering, like Krishna gives, it is seen that he is doing some blunder. So Krishna will give that reaction.
Yes. Krishna sees whatever is there good for devotee's betterment, he will give. Any other?
So we told that because of last thing we have, Krishna have some karma that we have. He takes and he gives in token to remove the last things that we have in our heart. Like you give example of monkey that put the hand inside that instrument and caught up. When he leaves that thing, then he can again remove that.
The devotee may be attached to something, so Krishna wants him to get rid of that. Yes.
In artificial detachment, you mentioned the example of Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, that once devotees were taking just little.
Chaturmas time, no unnecessarily artificial renunciation.
So don't feasting on ego.
Okay. Any other?
So you give the example of that pure devotional service fructifies all the reactions, but some reactions are there, like we have this body. So it's not fructify, I mean
Fries.
destroy fry.
Karmani nirdhati kintu cha bhaktivana. Yes, it fries all the reactions. But the prarabdha karma, part of the prarabdha karma, is body, that Krishna will not destroy. Otherwise bhakti only will stop. So he continues prarabdha karma. He allows him to continue that prarabdha karma, so that with that body he can perform further devotional service. Yes.
Annavilasi, this definition you are giving pure devotion service. So Annavilasi Tasunam Jnana Karma Navita. Anukuli Krishna Anusilina Bhakti. So this second line is primary. It's important. Yes, Anukulina Krishna Anusilina Bhakti.
That is Swarup Lakshana. And Tatastha Lakshans are first two lines. And all other desires zero. And Bhakti is not covered by Jnana and Karma, purity, action and philosophical mental speculation.
In this you have given an example of Kansa, like means always he was seeing Krishna in water also. So it should be Anukul. The second one is more important. Second.
Yes, correct. Any other? Any other question? Yes.
Like just Prabhuji told that Krishna takes all simple reactions, but then also he give some reactions in token so that for the betterment of the devotee. But like Prabhuji mentioned that if devotee do some blunder, so is it like for pure devotees we see Paramahansa Jagadagmana, so it's not their karma, it's
No, the Krishna behaves with his pure devotees differently.
but for like normal us devotees. So if some devotees taken Krishna consciousness but is still suffering, so is that directly applies that he is doing some blunder, that's why Krishna is giving reactions, or what means?
We should not be enthusiastic. I must be doing some blunder.
If I am the same, if I am the
If you are the one, you should think like that. That there are so many mistakes I'm committing, offenses, sins. So let me stop. Otherwise, Krishna will not leave me. That is okay. But we should not think, this devotee is suffering, must be doing some blunders. It is none of our businesses to poke nose in others' affairs.
Like,
As far as faults finding, with oneself. As far as glories, should see in others.
like philosophically also this is true, like it's not that Krishna may give due to his betterment, he may not doing blunder also maybe.
For other devotees, we should never think that he is doing blunders. If you are suffering, we should think I am committing sins, I am seeing faults in others, and I am performing, I am doing this thing, offenses. Always, when your other devotee is suffering, you cannot say that he is doing blunders, must be doing some sinful activities. Whenever faults, then oneself. I see all the faults in me, and when you are glories, I see in others. Not that glories, that means all glories with me, and faults means all others. Unless you reverse that way, unless you come to that natural setting of your devotee, you won't be able to successfully chant Hare Krishna mantra.
Is this you told like this Krishna takes all our sins like for purification purpose, like he used to give like
For what purpose?
for purification
Ah,
time to
yes.
time he used to give. So this sloka is also Sardhaman Pratyaje Mamika Prana. So like this is valid when we do this Sardhaman Pratyaje. So when Krishna takes our like this sin,
It is said with the first time only when you surrender, especially through the medium of the spiritual master, when you surrender, then Krishna owns you. He takes everything with him. Because this is sadhan bhakti, na? This is not that samanya bhakti which others do sometimes. Now you have taken shelter, sadhan, Vaidhi sadhan bhakti. Through the medium of the Guru, you are performing sadhan, regulated devotional service. So now Krishna takes all the sinful reactions with him. And then whatever mistakes you do, then he will give an installment.
so it's happen after initiation only, like when
No, initiation and heart, not that external initiation. Because somebody may take external initiation and then go away, breaking all regulative principles. One who genuinely surrenders his life to Guru in the heart, and externally he might have taken initiation earlier, or at the time of initiation, or later to initiation. As His Grace Kaunte Prabhu says, some people get initiated on the day of initiation. Some people get initiated after some months, years of initiation. Some people get initiated before initiation, and some people never get initiated. This is talking about true initiation. So some people get initiated on the day of initiation, means that day seeing so many hundreds and thousands of Vaishnavas gathered, and hundreds of God brothers, God sisters are taking initiation. Then the fire is there, the deities are there, Guru is there, demigods are there. So that increases commitment. Just like marriage also, it's a Vedic marriage. So thousands of relatives are called. So that increases the seriousness of the boy and girl. They cannot take it casually. Just imagine the law marriage, court marriage. Only two of them and one witness. That means if they cheat each other tomorrow, so witness should tell this is this. You understand? So it shows the fallacy of that marriage. So some people will get initiated at the time of initiation. Some people will get initiated after some months or years. They will think, my God, so many days, months are over, and I am so careless. My God brothers, God sisters who got initiated with me, they have gone ahead. They are so sincerely practicing. Guru is so pleased with them. What am I doing? I am an rascal. So then he becomes serious about whole practicing as per initiation laws, etc. And some people get initiated before initiation. They accept Guru and they say, this is it. I am surrendering my life to my spiritual master. Just like Prabhupada. In 1922 only, in the first meeting only, he got initiated in the heart. He said, I accepted Bhaktivinoda Thakur as my spiritual master in my heart. So Prabhupada got initiated in 1922. But externally, formally he got initiated 11 years later, in 1933. So 11 years gap apparently. And some people never get initiated, means they don't never follow their Guru's instruction. And that way they are useless.
Here this Dharma Pratyaja means like if you are following one spiritual master and you are fully following his instruction, just try to follow it because you are not able to do because ananta we have and previous conditioning. So at that like due to that seriousness, it's at that time it happens, or like means when really, because that level of sadhana is really quite a bit high. So
Charanagati is symptoms are there, six symptoms. Anukulyasya sankalpa, प्रतिकूल्यस्य वर्जनम, रक्षिष्यति इति विश्वासो, गोपतृत्वे वर्णम तथा आत्मनिक्षेप कारपण्य. 6 symptoms. So anybody who has surrendered in that way, so he is Sharanagat, he is surrendered.
he's following this sadhana.
Thank you. Yes. Mataji wants to say something?
No problem.
Okay. This Prabhu, yeah, taking pleasure in hearing. Prabhu, these 2-3 Prabhus are one chairman and another batman. Batman and chairman.
In Sarv Upadhi Vinirmuktam, you gave example of His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj, that they went inside the septic tank and cleaned.
They were told.
They were told. Not went, they were told. So that was
And then they
told.
went also. Unnecessarily on their own they did not go inside. But after telling they definitely went inside. They did not avoid it. They did not sit there saying, what is this? We will not go inside. If you try to throw us inside, we will throw you inside. Not that. Very submissive. Okay, chalo, we'll go ahead then. So in the morning session, in which we discussed the first chapter, which is entitled Characteristics of Pure Devotional Service. We saw the 6 characteristics. Nobody told all 6 in one sense. Isn't it? Kleshagni, Shubhata, Mokshalabhatamrit, Sudurlabha, Sandrananda Visheshatma, and Sri Krishna Darshan. So one point in Bhava Bhakti characteristics of Sudurlabha and Mokshalabhatamrit. It says, Yatna agraha vina na mile rati. Unless you endeavor and persist, agraha, you keep requesting, pleading to the Lord, Lord, I want you, I want you, I want your service. Please, despite all my failures, all my fallen condition, please give me. Please give yourself to me. Please give your devotional service to me. So when one is so much begging, then Krishna gives himself to such a person. He gives Bhava Bhakti. That's why it is Sudurlabha. It will not be obtained just with the regular practice of devotional service. You have to be internally pleading a lot. Oh Lord, I want you, devotional service. I can't be happy without you. So that's what he says. Yatna agraha vina na mile rati. Bhava Bhakti ke liye, what he says, यत्न और आग्रह बहुत जरूरी है, बहुत करना पड़ेगा प्रयत्न बाहर से और अंदर से आग्रह, अंदर से आग्रह, बाहर से प्रयत्न. Then you will get Bhava Bhakti. Otherwise you will not give. Okay, so the second chapter, which is entitled The First Stages of Devotion. So he says, Sabhutyo sadhanam bhavo prema cheti tridhottita. The 3 types of bhakti: sadhan bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. So that samanya bhakti, that is not so much, that is for others. This is like systematic cultivation for pure devotion. So samanya bhakti is not considered so much. So 3. Now the focus is on 3, and all this is the focus all throughout 2nd to 16th chapter. Sadhan Bhakti, 17-18 Bhava Bhakti chapters, and last 19 Prema Bhakti. These are the 3: Sadhan and Prema Bhakti. So that Laharis we discussed on the eastern ocean of Bhakti Ras, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Prabhupada says the person eligible for Krishna consciousness or devotional service can be classified by his particular test He says that devotional service is a continual process from one's previous life. No one can take to devotional service unless he has had some previous connection with it. So that is here also if we see in the book. So the second wave is sadhana bhakti. So now it is starting, second chapter to 16th chapter. That is devotional service in practice. Sadhana bhakti means in English, devotional service in practice. He is practicing something that can be visibly seen also. And we have to practice it also unlimitedly. Just like net practice they have, whether football or cricket, any sport, they have net practice. It's not like other players are there or matches there. No, one is continuing to practice. So like that we also have to keep practicing. Prabhupada said the three categories of devotional service which Srila Rupa Goswami describes in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu are listed as devotional service in practice, devotional service in ecstasy, and devotional service in pure love of Godhead. There are many subheadings in each of these categories. Generally, it is understood that in the category of devotional service in practice, there are two different qualities. Devotional service in ecstasy has 4 qualities, and devotional service in pure love of Godhead has 6 qualities. These qualities will be explained by Srila Rupa Goswami later on. So within each of them, there are categories. Sadhana Bhakti, then Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti and Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Similarly in Bhava Bhakti also. These two, Shubhada and Kleshagni, and in Moksha Loka, this Bhava Bhakti there is Shubhada, Kleshagni plus Moksha Labhutakrit Sudurlava, and in Prema Bhakti 6, 2, 4, 6, that's what he is telling. In this connection, Srila Rupa Goswami suggests that the person eligible for Krishna consciousness or devotional service can be classified by his particular test. That previous life, attraction. How it happens that one somehow comes in touch with a devotee, and by serving devotee, somehow Agyat Sukruti takes place. Without his knowledge, some Sukruti took place in connection with devotee. Otherwise, there are 3 types of Sukrutis. It is called as Bhogyonmukh Sukruti or Karmyonmukh Sukruti, same name. Or second is Jnanonmukh Sukruti, and third is Bhaktionmukh Sukruti. Unmukh, facing or heading towards, kind of. So Karmyonmukh Sukruti means somebody assisted some blind man to cross the road. So it's a Karmyonmukh or Bhoganmukh Sukruti. Because he helped him, it became Punya Dharma, and that will lead to some facilities for him in the future. In this life, next life, somewhere he will get some facility. Jnanonmukh Sukruti means he did something in relationship with that Jnana Marg, and that will lead to elevation in terms of merging in Brahma Jyoti faster and all that. And somebody is Bhaktionmukh Sukruti, Agyat Sukruti in particular. So for him, when that Agyat Sukruti, every time he does without his knowledge also, it keeps piling up and then it overflows. Just like in glass of water, you keep pouring water. One point of time, because capacity is exceeded, water will overflow. So that overflow is called as attraction. Test. Now he develops test. Now he will get attracted to some devotee. Earlier he was not even knowing what the devotees and all, but he helped. Just like devotee was distributing books and he felt thirsty, he's not having water. So simple town, there's no bisleri water. So he asked some man there, "Sir, could I have some water, please?" That man will give water to anyone, even beggar, animal also. Okay, he's a human being anyway. So he will give him, without knowing that he is a devotee. So this becomes Agyat Sukruti, but Bhaktionmukh Agyat Sukruti. So this will keep piling up, and one point of time, when it exceeds in the form of overflow, then it will turn into attraction. Then he will get attracted to devotee and he will start systematically devotional practice, sadhana bhakti. So here Prabhupada says, little ahead, even if there is no continuity, if only by chance a person takes interest in a pure devotee's instruction, he can be accepted and can advance in devotional service. So this is second type. Generally, as Prabhupada said here, generally bhakti is not from this life. It begins from previous life. He has done Agyat Sukruti and now he has come. But this another category is there. Even if there is no continuity, that means previous life something, nothing is there in oneself. If only by chance a person takes interest in a pure devotee's instruction, just like so many hippies, they took Prabhupada's thing very seriously. I think it will come ahead. When Prabhupada was asked what was our credit, Prabhupada said, you had no credit. I created credit for you. Pious credit for you. So like that. If only by chance a person takes interest in a pure devotee's instruction, he can be accepted and can advance in devotional service. So just imagine all of us, in case we had our previous life bhakti, and in this life we take interest in pure devotee, it will be like Sone pe Suhaga, double, best. We can make much more advancement. Yes.
How this interest will develop? Other in previous you have told.
It is many times because of the devotee only creates interest in you. Balotpadita preaching. He catches you and he will make you think, force you to think, what you see, you are going for software job, what software engineer, they are completely having headache, boys are committing suicide and divorces, but all his misconceptions are smashed and he is made to open eyes. So then he is also put to think, yeah, whatever he says is actually reasonable, makes sense. Yeah, so then you like that person and then you go ahead with it. Just like some boy may get attracted to a girl and may pursue further. But sometimes the girl only will force or the boy only pushes her like anything. She is not interested, but the interest may develop. I think now everything is clear. Doodh ka lood, pani ka baan. Thank you.
For becoming devotee, no preconditioning is required. He may be deep ignorance also.
Yes, a pure devotee can choose him. Madhyam Adhikari particularly. Madhyam Adhikari, according to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Madhurya Kadambini book, so Kanishta Adhikari is unfit for preaching because he is envious. And Uttam Adhikari, he thinks everybody is pure devotee. Only non-devotee in the creation is myself. So he is also unfit for preaching. Unfit means out of his humility. So only person who is fit for preaching is Madhyam Adhikari and is empowered by Uttam Adhikari only. So when he goes and he decides, okay, this person should get bhakti, immediately Bhakti Devi is walking behind this Madhyam Adhikari. So she goes ahead and enters in the life of that person. So he can preach to him and give him bhakti. But this is special type. Generally it is from previous life only. Person has practiced previous life, in the previous life. So he continues further. Yes.
This Swalpa Punya Vatamra. So that Punya is Bhakti Unmukh Sukriti Punya.
Karmi Unmukh.
But if we don't have that, then we will not have faith in Mahaprasad Govinda.
No, we have not. Everybody appreciates Prasad.
So
those who are in Bhakti path, they will appreciate. Certainly, Kanishta, Madhyam, Uttam, their faith will be more in Madhyam Adhikari than Kanishta Adhikari, and Uttam Adhikari much more. But when it is said Swalpa Punya Vatam Rajan, it is talking about materialistic people who may have piety, material piety, but that will not create their faith in Prasad.
What is I'm saying that so one who has less piety will not, but that more piety which is being talking about, like it means that if one has less piety, then he will
Which
not have
piety
faith.
you clarify? Which one? Which Sukruti you are talking about?
I am talking about karma.
So those, that is what is being discussed. These are all spiritual things. Mahaprasad, Govind, Nama Brahma and Vaishnava. Purely spiritual. All four are spiritual. So those who perform Karmyonmukh Sukruti, they will not be able to develop faith in this four.
However large it has, it does not matter.
No.
So when we say
That's why when you become a devotee also, when you go for fund collection and all, to rich people, there are two types of rich people. Because of Karmyonmukh Sukruti, because of their pious credits, they have been Tetam Bhuktva Swarga Lokam Vishalam, Kshine Punya Marte Lokam Vishanti. When they come also here, they will be born in rich families because of their Karmyonmukh Sukruti. And other type is Shuchinam Shrimatam Gege, Yoga Prashta. This person has practiced spirituality. So then he could not complete. So he will also be born in a rich family. So both appear rich, but there is difference between the two. The Karmyonmukh Sukruti person may not necessarily He will not get attracted so much, but he will give donation, chalo, because he has piety like that. Or sometimes he may not give also so much. But Bhakti Unmukh Sukriti person will be attracted also to devotee.
So here it is talking one who has less piety will not get faith in these things. So this less is qualitatively less, not
This is
quantitatively.
Karmyonmukh Sukriti. Such a person will not be able to develop faith in this four.
And
इसलिए we
still-
can see the neophytes in ISKCON also they are convinced of prasad. Prasad चाहिए प्रभु जी, प्रसाद दे दो.
Same.
But that faith will not be there in even very pious people. ऐसा नहीं कि अभी मंदिर में प्रसाद नहीं है तो बाहर जाके होटल में खा लेंगे. लेकिन अपना ये जो भक्त है नया भक्त वो पूरा हंगामा करके या खुद कुकिंग करके प्रसाद ही पाएगा वो. बाहर होटल में जाके नहीं खाएगा वो पूरा फेथ आ गया प्रसाद ही लेने. कंटी माला डाला है, ऑनियन गार्लिक नहीं जाएगा, गला कट जाएगा, ऑनियन गार्लिक अंदर नहीं जाएगा. लेकिन जो बाहर कर्मयोन्मुख सुकृति वाले हैं इतने सारे पायस पीपल होता है ऐसे कुछ भी खाते हैं, उनका तो महाप्रसाद में इतना फेथ नहीं है, तो ऑनियन गार्लिक वाला कुछ भी खा लेंगे.
And that Gita, like you said, one who is not free of sinful reactions. In that also it is that punya helps one deterministic.
It is applicable for both कर्मयोन्मुख सुकृति and
So
bhakti
that
योन्मुख सुकृति.
normal punya, karmyoन्मुख punya will also help one get determined.
No. स्वल्प पुण्य मतम राजन विश्वासो नैव जायते. Never compare that bhakti is having anything to do with this karmyoन्मुख सुकृति. In fact, karmyoन्मुख sukriti can lead to janma ishwari shruta shripi, and because of that one will say what this bhakti and all is not required. He will be very proud. This ISKCON temple runs because of my donation. तो क्या beggars है ये सब. He can have pride and false pride. That will be detrimental for devotional progress.
This piety does not even lead one to goodness also.
It will just lead to goodness, of material goodness. And what here in Bhagavatam he says, Nashta Prayasha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Seva. That is different goodness. That is not material goodness. That is different. That's the mercy of the Lord. It's different. I got so many questions.
If someone have karma sukriti, just like you told about somebody is a fund giver, like he's a donor.
Donor.
So he is having karma sukriti. Because of that reason, he is not giving donation to cause of preaching or that kind of stuff, like in temple. But somehow or other, if some other places
Social welfare.
social welfare,
There he
there he is giving.
Yeah, because
But
faith
that's
नहीं
also
है ना.
yeah.
फेथ नहीं है ना. स्वल्प पुण्य मतम राजन विश्वास होना चाहिए उसको. इसमें इतना फेथ नहीं है स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में.
Yes.
He has more faith in social welfare activities. अरे भूखे को खिलाओ भाई, ब्लैंकेट्स दो उनको,
Yes.
कुछ झोपड़ी बांध के दो. ये क्या बड़ा बड़ा मंदिर बांध रहे हैं.
Yeah.
अपने मंदिर इतने भारत में मंदिर पड़े,
Yes.
आप क्यों इसका नॉलेज नए नए मंदिर बांधते रहते हैं. तो उसका वो कर्मयोन्मुख सुकृति है.
Yes, yes.
उसका हार्ट इज देयर बट फॉर पुअर पीपल, फॉर द बॉडी, फॉर द माइंड, फॉर द इंटेलिजेंस एंड फॉर द फॉल्स ईगो ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग्स और टू सम एक्सटेंट अदर लिविंग एंटिटीज आल्सो. बट वो सोल के प्लेटफॉर्म पे नहीं आ पाएगा क्योंकि उसने भक्ति नहीं किया पिछले जन्म में. उसका कर्मयोन्मुख सुकृति ही है.
So my question is that Prabhuji, the where he is giving money, the NGO, particular NGO is giving money, or somewhere other places he is giving money, that NGO is using in
तो
bhakti.
वो आज्ञा सुकृति हो गया एक तरीके से उसका.
Okay, then he will get that agya. That will help him to practice bhakti.
उसका बस अट्रैक्शन हो जाएगा अगली बार कभी तो. इसलिए आपका एनजीओ चालू होगा. मुझे लगा ये आप आपके बारे में प्रश्न पूछ रहे हैं. क्या हम अपना एनजीओ चालू रखें कि बंद करें? चालू रखें, चालू रखें. नाम प्रेम प्रभु का जो भी है तो कंटिन्यू कीजिए. उनका फूड के लिए भी है. अगला क्या कहते हैं उसको, स्टार्टअप. नाम प्रेम प्रभु एज डिजाइन, तो उसमें भी लग सकते हैं आप. उधर भी प्रसाद खाएंगे लोग भी तो आगे सुकृति हो जाएगा. यहाँ तक कि yesterday at the airport I met one Mataji, Khushbu Mataji from Jaipur with her husband Pratik Prabhu. They have small girl Winnie. 2.5 years old. So then I saw Kantimala in her neck. She sat next to me there, between luggage was there. So then I saw Kantimala. Then I asked Mataji, are you from ISKCON? She said, yes, Jaipur, so all that. So there she is connected to Loknath Maharaj group. Many things she told. I am telling in short one part. So what they have been recommended, this Mataji in recent Mayapur Yatra put Kantimala, and she eats onion, garlic and all that. And her mentor from Mayapur is a Grihastha, Prabhu, 39-year-old. He stays with his wife and does preaching, etc. So he told, आप कंठीमाला पहनिए माताजी, फिर आपको वो प्रेशर आ जाएगा कि नहीं खाना ओनियन गार्लिक। ऐसे ही अगर आप ओनियन गार्लिक छोड़ने के बाद पहनूंगी, ऐसे करेंगे तो बहुत टाइम लगेगा, आप पहन ही लीजिए। फिर तो मैंने बताया उनको, आपके बहुत दयालु है, हमारे तो इधर ऐसा होता है ओनियन गार्लिक सर कटे, गला कटेगा। मैंने उनको माता जी को ऐसे बताया, गला कटेगा लेकिन ओनियन गार्लिक नहीं जाएगा जब कंठीमाला पहन दिया। तो वो भी एकदम देखती रही, ये प्रभु और वो प्रभु में जमीन आसमान का दोनों ISKCON के ही प्रभु है। तो anyway, so what she said, these mentors, all these Loknath Maharaj, what they suggest to completely new people who have some interest in bhakti, that they should offer water to the Lord with tulsi leaf, and this water they should distribute to all the family members who are materialistic and they have no interest in bhakti. And many have changed to become devotees. वो वाटर पी के, क्योंकि भगवान को अर्पण किया है ना। ये जो आदमी वाटर कर रहा है वो थोड़ा सिंसियर है, वो 1 माला कर रहा है, 4 माला कर रहा है घर में, हो सकता है ओनियन गार्लिक खा रहा है, लेकिन रोज भगवान को वाटर अर्पण करते हो तुलसी के साथ और बांटते हैं परिवार वालों को, तो वो हृदय शुद्ध हो ही जाता है, जस्ट अ मैटर ऑफ टाइम। तो देखिए कितना पावरफुल है भक्ति। ओके, थोड़ा आगे जाते हैं। So eligibility for Krishna consciousness. This reasoning may appear to be circular. One requires attraction to begin devotional service, but one requires devotional service to achieve an attraction. समझ गए ना? तो साइकिल जैसे devotional service leads to attraction, attraction leads to devotional service. तो जब devotional service किया तो this leads to attraction, attraction leads to devotional service. Circular है। How then does devotional service begin? है क्या ये चक्कर, सर्कल? Devotional service begins with the causeless mercy of a devotee. By this mercy, one may unknowingly execute devotional service, अज्ञात सुकृति, and thus develop a slight taste or attraction to bhakti. उसका cause भक्ति ही है. Devotee only somehow interacts with us. That's why all of us going out is very important. People should interact with us. कुछ ना कुछ उनका अज्ञात सुकृति से वो भला हो ही जाएगा, है कि नहीं? जैसे मैं भी जाता हूँ बहुत जगह पे, लोग मुझे से ऊपर नीचे देखते हैं, और कुछ लोग बोलते हैं हरे कृष्णा, कुछ तो बोलते हैं जय श्री कृष्ण, उनको पता नहीं होता। कुछ लोग बोलते हैं स्वामी नारायण, नहीं स्वामी नारायण नहीं, हरे कृष्ण प्रभुपाद स्वामी। तो कुछ लोगों को ठीक से पता नहीं होता। So then we clarify. So they get benefited. So all of us going out in society is very important. Preaching. Otherwise people, how will they develop Agyat Sukruti? Like yesterday, that man in the flight, I gave him that Perfection of Yoga book in Hindi. He said, बांग्ला है क्या? वो बंगाली था। मैंने मेरे बंगाली तो नहीं है, मैं भूल गया कि दुर्गापुर का जो एयरपोर्ट है वो बंगाल में आता है। तो मेरे पास तो तमिल है, तेलुगु है, इंग्लिश, मराठी, हिंदी है। तो बोले नहीं चलेगा, मैं हिंदी समझता हूँ। So I said, give some donation from your heart. थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन किया मैंने बुक पर में, and he gave 500 rupees. बिग बोल देखा? अभी किसी को, उनको तो पता है, वो तो ISKCON जाते हैं वगैरह, उन्होंने ही मुझे, he only told me, हैदराबाद में he only gave me the video, he showed, देखिए CM आए थे वगैरह, लेकिन 500 रुपये दिए उन्होंने। तो उससे सुकृति कितना बढ़ गया उनका, है कि नहीं? ऐसे आसनसोल में, आसनसोल ना मैं, उधर तो मंदिर नहीं ISKCON का। मैंने हाँ शायद नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ तो प्रीचिंग सेंटर हो गए। लेकिन आते आते हमने देखा नहीं है उधर, हमारे सुसुका प्रभु ने बताया और दिखाया भी वो जगन्नाथ मंदिर में। तो देन आई सेंड हिम बाय व्हाट्सएप कि ISKCON टेम्पल इन आसनसोल। दैट मीन्स वो उधर भी जाएंगे वो, क्योंकि उनके गांव में है आसनसोल। सो ऑल ऑफ अस गोइंग आउट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। लोगों का सुकृति, अज्ञात ज्ञात जो भी है ना, एवरी वे इट विल इंक्रीज। तो द कॉजलेस मर्सी लीड्स टू execution of devotional service, causeless mercy of a devotee. That leads to attraction for devotional service, further devotional service. Attraction or test is the qualification for making a commitment to the systematic cultivation of sadhan bhakti. अभी तक सब क्या था? Unsystematic. एक अज्ञात सुकृति हो गया, नेक्स्ट कब होगा कुछ पता नहीं, कब आएगा डिवोटी उसके जीवन में. एक बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर आके बुक दिखाया, उसने लिया नहीं, अगला बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर कब आएगा कुछ पता नहीं. So it's all unsystematic and it is not the proper beginning of devotional service with attraction. So लेकिन attraction or test is the qualification for making a commitment to the systematic cultivation of sadhan bhakti. However, there is no qualification required for receiving causeless mercy and beginning अज्ञात सुकृति. उसके लिए कुछ क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं है, कोई भी कर सकता है, तो किसी सबका हो ही जाता है अपने आप. नहीं, even we go and show book, Hare Krishna Mataji, and she is Christian. We don't believe in these books like that. So our religion does not teach to take these books, but our religion teaches that everybody is child of Krishna. उनका और चलता है क्या बोल रहे हैं, यानी हमारा लोअर रिलीजन है जिसमें हम हेट करते हैं. Our religion teaches to love everyone because everybody is child of Krishna. तो उसको ट्यूब जलता है उसका अंदर, हृदय भी जलता होगा. तो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट अज्ञात सुकृति लोगों के लिए क्रिएट करना. दैट इज सीड सोइंग प्रोग्राम आल्सो, वन टाइम प्रोग्राम यू कंडक्ट, hundreds thousands will come like Prabhupada's Pandal program. अभी देखा जाए तो रोज 10, 20, 30 हजार people coming and only 2 people become devotees. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj and His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj. So every day if you would take on an average 20,000 and it went on for 10 days. So 2 lakhs people came. कितना खर्चा हुआ? How much expenditure? उनको प्रसाद भी देना है, लाइटिंग, इलेक्ट्रिक बिल, पंडाल का जो भी ये होगा भाड़ा उसका, lot of money was spent. But only 2 became devotees. But what kind of devotees? Both are gurus. So, but apart from that, all those Bombayites and all those who attended, they definitely got so much of sukruti. प्रसाद मिला डायरेक्टली, और क्या चाहिए. प्रभुपाद के दर्शन हुए, प्रभुपाद से सुना, कीर्तन देखा, नाचे भी होंगे थोड़ा बहुत तो, लेकिन थोड़ा थोड़ा तो नाचे ही होंगे. So all these things we have to enhance, we have to offer to the society so that people make quick progress in devotional life. Spiritual advancement is eternal. The attraction to Krishna gained from previous advancement in devotional service remains in one's heart. In a future life, it impels one to seek the association of devotees and take up the practice from where one left off. Thus, we can see devotees coming to the Krishna consciousness movement who begin at different levels of advancement. All in ISKCON also, all varieties of devotees come. They are all in different levels of advancement because it is from previous life, ना किसने कितना किया क्या पता. Somebody may be yoga भ्रष्टा, Oshochi नाम श्रीमताम गे, he is born in Brahmin family, उसका हो गया है 60, 70, 80%. Somebody born in Kshatriya Vaishya family, उसका भी हो गया है 50, 60% भक्ति. Somebody born in a Vaishnav family, उसका हो गया है 80, 90%, 95%. Just like His Holiness Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, he was already worshipping Gopal Ji from childhood only, and he became Vanaprastha, and he was searching for a guru to take sannyas. The first meeting only Prabhupada asked, why are you going for pilgrimage? He said, I want to take sannyas from some guru. Prabhupada said, I'll give sannyas. See, पहला agreement किसके ऊपर हो रहा है? संन्यास के ऊपर. I'll give sannyas. And that's why very soon after his initiation, Prabhupada in GBC meeting told all of them, all the GPCs. So we will give sannyas to Gaur Govind Das. Whatever that, Vanaprastha. So immediately God said, Prabhupada, he is a neophyte. Prabhupada shouted, you are neophytes. Because they were empowered fellows, na? Prabhupada made them powerless fellows. Because of empowerment, they felt we are GBCs. That's why they said, Prabhupada is a neophyte. Immediately Prabhupada made them powerless. You are neophytes. He is advanced. I have decided to give sannyas. Yes, Prabhupada. Prepare danda. Yes, Prabhupada. बस शांति से सबने दंड तैयार किया, प्रभुपाद के लिए नहीं. Similarly, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada told Nathji Prabhu's father that he is an eternal associate of Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All brahmacharis only looking at him because that time Jayapataka Maharaj was very thin brahmachari. ये Jayapataka eternal associate, And he said he will become the guru of whole Bengal. तो सब ब्रह्मचारी देख रहे गुरु बनेगा, हाँ वही पूरे बंगाल का। बंगाल में अपना कुछ नहीं, एक लैंड है वो मायापुर, वो भी नहीं था एक्चुअली। दिस इज व्हेन प्रभुपाद फर्स्ट केम टू बॉम्बे, दिस इज फर्स्ट ओनली। सो मायापुर का लैंड भी नहीं है तब तो। They had no clue. Only Naji Prabhu's mother somehow came to know that some Swami, Prabhupada Swami is coming to India with his foreign disciples, and they don't have any place. So she offered her place, her house, that you can visit our house. And Prabhupada came, some Indian gentlemen, rich people. So Prabhupada came. So His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj's lecture recently I heard that Mataji did not know what is going to happen to her whole family and dynasty by Prabhupada keeping lotus feet in their house. Because she became devotee, Naji Prabhu, his wife Maithili Priya Mataji, and their son Keshav Prabhu, and another son, daughter, and then this daughter-in-law, what is her name? I forgot. And their grandsons, granddaughters, all entire family became devotee just because of Prabhupada's keeping lotus feet in their house. The bhakti is very powerful. But even if there is no continuity, only by chance a person takes interest in pure devotee instruction, he can be accepted and can advance in devotional service. Okay, from here something we'll see first. Ahead he says that second paragraph only. Anyway, for persons who have a natural taste for understanding books like Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, devotional service is easier than for those who are simply accustomed to mental speculation and argumentative processes. So all of us should try to develop natural attraction, natural what he says, natural taste for understanding books like Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. First we should read. Then test will come. Keep reading. Then ahead, after 2-3 paragraphs, practice means employing our senses in some particular type of work. Therefore, devotional service in practice means utilizing our different sensory organs in service to Krishna. Practice means employing both the mind and the senses in practical devotional service. This practice is not for developing something artificial. For example, a child learns or practices to walk. This walking is not unnatural. The walking capacity is there originally in the child, and simply by a little practice he walks very nicely. Similarly, devotional service to the Supreme Lord is the natural instinct of every living entity. Every civilized men, even uncivilized men like the aborigines, offer their respect or obeisances to something wonderful exhibited by nature's law. Some what they call bijli chamakti hai, there is thundering and that lightning, they pay obeisances. They will do something kind of obeisances. This is something high. Now they don't know what it is, but they may be bowing down in one sense to one splendor of material nature. The material nature is working under Krishna. So indirectly they are bowing down to Krishna, because that is innate in all living entities. And they appreciate that behind some wonderful exhibition or action, there is something supreme. So this consciousness, though lying dormant in those who are materially contaminated, is found in every living entity. And when purified, this is called Krishna consciousness. The next paragraph end he says, when we wish to develop our innate capacity for devotional service, there are certain processes which, by our accepting and executing them, will cause that dormant capacity to be invoked. Such practice is called sadhana bhakti. Just like child has capacity to walk, but he doesn't seem to be walking. So what is the practice? Somebody should catch his finger and little bit pull him up, make him stand up and make him walk with that support. So he goes 1 or 2 steps, he falls down and he cries and all that. But again parents give finger, again he's good. So then after some time like that, he starts walking because he has that ability to walk. It is not unnatural, it is natural for the child to walk, but it is not seen there. Same thing with sadhana bhakti also. If we begin, then our original Krishna consciousness, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kabunai Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karha Udaya. So it is there in us, just like that I told here or Hyderabad, that when I think there Prabhupada talks about amnesia disease. Amnesia or which one? That in the movies sometimes you might have seen Bollywood movie. The hero hits with some accident, some head is, and then he forgets all his memory. And then mother, hey beta, he is like, who is this lady? Why is she coming close to me? He forgot that she is mother, and he is not recognizing her, not recognizing father, brother, and all parents, relatives are concerned. Doctor said, don't worry, he has lost his memory. Don't worry. You take him through all the experiences he had in his life, and it will take some time, but he will regain his memory. So then he's taken to school, he's taken to the park and the garden, the house. This is your cycle, beta. This is a two-wheeler, and he's looking, at the number plate, but he's not remembering things. But slowly he remembers, he recollects. Hare Prabhu, Dek, beta, this is your 8th standard teacher of mathematics, Mr. Sharma. This is your English teacher, Mr. Verma. And what you are undergoing is your karma. Basically, they are trying to bring him out of his bad karma by showing him Sharma and Varma and some other teachers. And one point of time, he says, Ma! And then immediately everybody is happy. He has regained his memory. So same thing, Eureka experience we will all also have. अरे तो मेरा ही लाइफ था, मैं कैसे भूल गया था? So it is there naturally. All are pure devotees of Krishna, but they are covered by different degrees of the modes, Sattva-gun, Rajagun, Tama-gun. So through that degree they are forgotten. Some are outright atheists, butchers, killing cows, eating flesh only. But they are all pure devotees of Krishna. Nobody is born impure. Everybody is, just like all children are born with pure habits only. Nobody is smoker, drunkard, nothing. But because of bad association, some boys, girls become smokers, some become drunkards, some become this, that. So similarly, because of associating with modes, karanam gunasangosya sadasad yoni janmasu sad asad yoni, pious yoni or impious yoni, or within particular yoni, pious or impious behavior. This is all because of karanam gunasangasya. They are associated with gunas, 3 modes. But otherwise everybody is pure devotee. Every living entity, trees, plants, birds, reptiles, aquatics, everybody is pure devotee of Krishna. So we have the responsibility of uncovering their modes and revealing their pure. So it requires some practice. So we give sadhana bhakti to everyone. When we wish to develop our innate capacity for devotional service, there are certain processes which by our accepting and executing them will cause that dormant capacity to be invoked. Such practice is called sadhana bhakti. So then next paragraph he says that vikarma. Vikarma means actions which should not be done. You know that karmanapi bodhavyam cha karmana, akarmanasya bodhavyam karmana gati, karma and vikarma. As a man's mental disease is cured by the direction of a psychiatrist, so this sadhana bhakti cures the conditioned soul of his madness under the spell of Maya, material illusion. So who is the psychiatrist here? Spiritual master. So that fellow is mad. He is admitted in the mental asylum. So there is a psychiatrist. He gives him medicines, he tells him this, he tells him that, and his madness is cured. Similarly, we are also mad after material pleasures, and when we take to devotional service in bhakti school, like in the mental asylm, so psychiatrist is guru. He tells, do this, do that, get up in the morning, wear dhoti kurta, tila, chant 16 rounds, and do this, do that. When we do, we are cured of our madness, and we revive our original natural nature. So Narad Muni mentions in Sadhana Bhakti Srimad Bhagavatam, he says to Yudhishthira Maharaj, my dear king, one has to fix his mind on Krishna by any means. This is called Krishna consciousness. It is the duty of the Acharya, the spiritual master, to find the ways and means for his disciple to fix his mind on Krishna. That is the beginning of Sadhana Bhakti. So that is Guru's essential duty, to help his disciple fix his mind on Krishna. Guru's mind is fixed on Krishna, but a disciple's is not. So Guru has to help him. Just like sometimes you can see parents know mathematics and all that. The child doesn't know, he is ignorant. So my parents sit with him, or alphabets also. So the parents catch, देखो बेटा ऐसे, this is called oh. So then he will learn. It will take some time, but he will learn. So ahead he says, so that ena kena prakarena manah Krishna niveshayet. Somehow or other, engage your mind in Krishna. That is what Guru has to ensure in his disciples' life. Ahead in the next paragraph he says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this authorized program for this purpose centered around chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Great says Saint Ambrish Maharaj, although a responsible king, fixed his mind on Krishna, and similarly anyone who tries to fix his mind in this way will very rapidly make progress in successfully reviving his original Krishna consciousness. That's why you say ISKCON is so active, ISKCON devotees, and they catch people and they come bhakti ke liye, idhar aao, morning program mein aao, yatra ke liye aao. So they make devotees are very active, and because of the active nature of devotees, enthusiasm, many people get sucked in and they also start bhakti. When they advance, when they get initiated, it's like very fast, very fast. And other organizations who are, they don't have any stuff, they are not having enthusiasm to preach, so they don't flourish, they perish. Many organizations after the founder Acharya is dead, then the organization also more or less become dead, are very insignificant. Just the name remains, the potency is no more, because that Acharya was charismatic, now is no more. But now Prabhupada we can see, Prabhupada left way back in 77, now more than 55 years or something ago. But ISKCON is growing like anything. And now ISKCON is becoming so famous. I have been traveling for last so many years, 28 years almost. So I have seen how earlier response of people would be towards me and how it is now. There is gulf of difference. Earlier people would ask me very often, Swami Narayan, फिर कौन है आप कहाँ से है? But now by seeing only they say, and if I tell, and then गौर गोपाल प्रभु की lecture attend करते हैं हम. अमोघ लीला प्रभु, वो तो हमारे दैट माता जी से अमोघ लीला प्रभु मेरे पहले शिक्षा गुरु है. बोले अच्छा आप दिल्ली में थे क्या? है ना? बोले नहीं मैं दिल्ली में नहीं थी, उनके ऑनलाइन क्लासेस देख के मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था, तो उनके द्वारा ही हमारा भक्ति में पदार्पण हुआ. I said, oh, very good. And she asked, आप जानते हैं क्यों? बोले मेरे फ्रेंड है वो. तो यार बोलते हैं, अरे यार सुंदरश्याम प्रभु तो सख्य रस क्या है? एपिटोम है. So I told that माता जी, जब कोविड का एक्टिव फुल लॉकडाउन खत्म हुआ, it was on 5th June I think, तो बस 10th जून का ही मेरा दिल्ली का फ्लाइट था, तो उनके ही मंदिर गया, द्वारका मंदिर. तो वहाँ गया तो डिवोटीज टोल्ड, मंगल आरती में गया, बोले कि अमोघ लीला प्रभु आपसे मिलने के लिए चाहते हैं. तो फिर मैंने किधर है? बोले उधर प्रभुपाद के उधर. तो मैं गया तो वो वहाँ से एंट्री करके आए वो. तो आए तो फिर मैंने ओबेसेंस पे किया, और फिर अभी इतना टेंशन में था ना पूरा इंडिया, बिकॉज 2 हाथ की दूरी, मास्क है जरूरी. तो वो तो आए थे, अरे यार सुंदरश्याम प्रभु ऐसे एकदम गले लगाए. बोले बाय गॉड, पूरे संसार में एक ही आदमी होगा जो किसी को गले लगाएगा ऐसी स्थिति में, जब 2 हाथ की दूरी. वो तो कुछ उनका मास्क तो था ही नहीं उनका, वो तो डायरेक्टली. तो मैं भी सोचता रहा मैं क्या करूँ, फिर मैंने भी कर दिया. उन्होंने किया है तो ये तो हम प्रपद्यंते करना चाहिए. तो सोचा अरे संसार में कोई भी ऐसे समय एम्ब्रेस नहीं करेगा किसी को, ये तो बाहर है एकदम. Okay, where were we here? Now this sadhana bhakti or practice of devotional service may also be divided into 2 parts. The first part is called service according to regulative principles, technically called as Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, vidhis. One has to follow these different regulative principles by the order of the spiritual master or on the strength of authoritative scriptures, and there can be no question of refusal. That is called Vaidhi or regulated. Vidhi, do's and don'ts. Do's are called as Vidhi and don'ts are called as Nishedh. Sarva Vidhi Nishedhyasur Etayor eva kinkarah Smartavyam Satatam Krishna Vismartavyam na Jatuchit. So always remember Krishna and never forget him. All the vidhis, do's and don'ts, nishedha, etayor eva kinkara, they are the servants of this one golden rule. What is the golden rule? Always remember Krishna, never forget him. So that's why all these vidhis and don'ts are there, means vidhis and nisheds. One has to do it without argument. Another part of sadhana bhakti is called raganuga. Raganuga refers to the point at which, by following the regulative principles, one becomes a little more attached to Krishna and executes devotional service out of natural love. For example, a person engaged in devotional service may be ordered to rise early in the morning and offer arati, which is a form of deity worship. In the beginning, by the order of his spiritual master, one rises early in the morning and offers arati, but then he develops real attachment. When he gets this attachment, he automatically tries to decorate the deity and prepare different kinds of dresses and thinks of different plans to execute his devotional service nicely. Although it is within the category of practice, this offering of loving service is spontaneous. The practice of devotional service, sadhana bhakti, can be divided into two parts, namely regulative and spontaneous. In one crude sense, we all can see, how many of you had difficulty in getting up early in the morning? Or that 4:30 Mangala? Yeah, all of us had. But now, how many of you feel now it's not a problem? I hear the alarm and I get up. Yeah, many times before also. So in one sense, we are also heading towards, or have headed, or reached maybe Raganuga Bhakti. But this is not it all. There are many other things also. But we can see that all of us had reluctance. Maybe wearing dhoti kurta, we had reluctance. Sorry, but then now it's natural. Wearing tilak. We are putting some time tilak, not putting tilak. Now tilak is not there means like, my vidwa hi ho gaya. Vidwa, vidur ho gaya. I would when I would go to college, 10:30 college. So morning program we have tilak. So then now it's 10:15. We have to get ready, remove dhoti kurta, wear shirt pant, and then I would go in front of basin and wash, and I would look in the mirror. तो तिलक है एंड देन वॉच द फेस एंड उधर देखा ओ विधवा हो गया मैं ये कॉलेज इसके कारण मेरा तिलक चला जाता है तो रायशंकर हैड टोल्ड दैट इफ यू कैन नॉट पुट तिलक देन यू पुट वाटर तिलक तो फिर मैं वो बेसिन का पानी लगे तिलक लगा दो वाटर क्या वाटर तिलक किधर है वो दिख ही नहीं रहा है इट विल ऑल इवेपोरेट आई वुड फील वेरी बैड आई वाज वेटिंग कब ये होगा इंजीनियरिंग फिर ऐसा समय आएगा जीवन में जो मेरे फोरहेड से जीवन का कोई माई का लाल मेरे फोरहेड से तिलक मिटा नहीं पाएगा 24 घंटे मेरे सर पे तिलक रहेगा तो दिन कृष्णा बोला ठीक है थोड़ा सब्र रखो थोड़ा प्रचार भी करो 3rd ईयर फाइनल ईयर में फिर बाद में करेंगे तुम्हारे लिए सो वी कैन सी दैट अटैचमेंट कम्स फर्म अटैचमेंट आई मस्ट प्रैक्टिस सिंपली गेटिंग अप इन द मॉर्निंग पहले इतना डिफिकल्टी वहाँ आएगा माई काउंसलर वुड कम व्हेन आई शिफ्टेड टू वॉइस इन 1996 1st July तो हम तो उठते हैं कॉलेज को हॉस्टल में आई यूज्ड टू गेट अप एट 6 o'clock फिर वॉइस में देयर आर नो फिक्स टाइम बिकॉज दिस इज 96 बिगिनिंग ऑफ आवर यूथ प्रीचिंग तो किसी को स्टैंडर्ड रूल ही नहीं था जो भी पहला उठ गया स्नान करके वो ऑल्टर खोलेगा उसका कोई टाइमिंग है ही नहीं पहले उठ के जो स्नान करके जो खोले वही टाइम है फिर बाकी दूसरा स्नान करके आएगा बैठेगा तीसरा आके बैठेगा तो देयर आर नो फिक्सिटी देयर तो माय काउंसलर वुड कम क्योंकि मैं तो 6 बजे की उठने की आदत तो ही वुड कम एंड सिट एंड हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे इतना जोर जोर से चिल्ला कर जब करते थे मेरे बाजू में वो बेड के ऊपर ही बैठ के मैट के ऊपर क्या है इतना कृष्ण को पुकार रहे हैं कृष्ण कहाँ पुकार रहे हैं मुझे उठा रहे हैं और वो छोड़ते ही नहीं थे तो फिर नींद तो उड़ी गई फिर भी एक आंख खोल के देखता था अरे वही है आवाज तो पहचान था लेकिन फिर भी टू एक्स्ट्रा फिर से आंख बंद करके नहीं मैं नहीं उठूंगा ये मेरा टाइम नहीं है बिफोर टाइम लेकिन वो इतना 2-3 माला करते थे फिर उनको पता चल गया इसका तो नींद का धज्जिया उड़ा दी मैंने फिर वो चले जाते थे टेम्पल बताइए अभी ये सो ही नहीं सकता इसका पूरा नींद उड़ा दिया फिर मैं पूरा ब्लैंकेट वो जो भी निकाल के क्या फिर बाथरूम में जाके तैयार हो गई बट देन आफ्टर सम टाइम then I would get up early in the morning 4 o'clock and 4:30 नहीं 4:15 I would come to temple hall and start cleaning sweeping तो वो बोले अरे क्या हुआ सुंदर श्याम प्रभु पहले तो उठते नहीं थे अभी बोले हाँ प्रभु आपकी कृपा रही तो जोर जबरदस्ती कृपा दी तो मैं अभी उठ रहा हूँ आ रहा हूँ झाड़ू मारने का तो कहाँ से कहा मैं कि नहीं तो सबसे पहले उठकर झाड़ू मारना होगा एंड वो भी वॉलंटरली कोई शेड्यूल वगैरह था नहीं जो पहले उठे वो ऑर्डर खोलने के पहले करे झाड़ू लगाए तो वी स्टार्ट लाइकिंग डिवोशनल एक्टिविटीज so that is a good sign that we should have so then definition Rupa Goswami defines the first part of devotional service or Vaidhi Bhakti as When there is no attachment or no spontaneous loving service to the Lord, and one is engaged in the service of the Lord simply out of obedience to the order of the spiritual master or in pursuance of the scriptures, such obligatory service is called Vaidhi Bhakti. So it's obligation. थोड़ा जोर जबरदस्ती हो रहा है, but no harm. One good thing is attachment to Guru. ये बहुत महात्मा है, बहुत ऊंचे हैं, इन्होंने इतना भक्ति किया है, तो ये चाहते हैं कि मैं जल्दी उठ जाऊं, ठीक है चलो उठ जाएंगे, नहीं. So when he is following that, he is not belittling he does not think of a devotional service in a belittling way towards the Guru. So that's why the sadhan bhakti, that is Vaidhi sadhan bhakti, is part of pure devotional service, because he is not belittling the position of bhakti. थोड़ा he understand मेरा अपना ही weakness, जल्दी उठने को जमता नहीं, मैं धोती कुर्ता कभी पहना नहीं, पहनता हूँ तो फिसल जाता है, तो है रिलक्टेंस. कभी कभी शुरुआत में धोती कुर्ता पहनती, तिलक जंप लगाया ऊपर, नीचे आया तो हो गया वस्त्रहरण, धोती गिर गया पीछे से, वो सब और उसे झाड़ू मार रहा है वो नीचे, गलती से कहीं किसी ने पाँव रख दिया तो हम भी गिर गए, वो भी गिर गया हम भी गिर गए, ऐसे. तो फिर थोड़ा थोड़ा रिलक्टेंस हो सकता है कि नहीं धोती नहीं पहनना है, और धोती पहने को तो मैं दौड़ूंगा कैसे. तो लेकिन बाद में हम समझते हैं कि धोती को पहन के भी दौड़ सकते हैं. You can take part in running competition also in dhoti. तो इन गुरुकुल you can see small children, they run in dhoti only, क्योंकि बचपन से आदत डाला ना, हम सबको नहीं था. So then we feel little awkward in the beginning, but we don't belittle the position of bhakti. Then next paragraph he talks about fearlessness. Shukdev Goswami is saying that recommends that one should always hear about Krishna. He does not recommend that one hear and chant about the demigods. The Mayavadis impersonally say that one may chant any name, either that of Krishna or those of the demigods, and the result will be the same. But actually this is not a fact. According to authorized version of Srimad Bhagavatam, one has to hear and chant about Lord Vishnu. So Shukdev Goswami has recommended. So that next paragraph end, he says vanquished means that after getting this human form of life, a person does not come out of the entanglement of birth and death, and thus misses his golden opportunity. That's why Bhagavad Gita says that anyone who becomes a devotee of the Lord is never vanquished. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktah pranashyati. Such a person does not know where he is being thrown by the laws of nature. So that fearlessness is continuing in that 8.4 million species one passes through, and Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavanji Guru Krishna Prasade. A sincere devotee will surely be transferred to the abode of Krishna as affirmed in Bhagavad Gita. The next paragraph, in the Padma Purana also the same process is advised. There it is said that one should always remember Lord Vishnu. This is called dhyana or meditation. Always remembering Krishna. That's Smartavyam Satatam Vishnu. That is in Padma Purana. The essential Vedic injunction for a Vedic Bhakta is always follow these do's and don'ts. And the topmost among them is always remembering Krishna, never forgetting Him. We should always try to mold the activities of our lives in such a way that we will constantly remember Vishnu or Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. So vidhi, do's, when we follow, what happens? It is beneficial. We make progress. And don'ts leads to avoiding sinful reactions. So both have to be there. Just like in running, let's say we are running. But then there should be shoes in the leg, otherwise there are some thorns or pebbles, etc. And then thorn goes in the leg, and forget about running, you are not walking also, you sit down there and you try to take out the thorn. So that shoes wearing is also important, so that you avoid thorns and pebbles. So likewise, following don'ts are also important, otherwise they will pull us down. Meat eating, gambling, illicit symptoms, they are all dangerous. If we avoid them, then we will not be pulled backward. Otherwise, one is trying to go ahead and one is pulled back also. Tug of war kind of. Next, he says about universal application of bhakti. He talks about how varna and ashram is not important. That is the next theme in this particular chapter. So the Prabhupada quotes all Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Anaprastha, Sannyasi. So, not that the regulative principles are not only meant for brahmacharis, celibate students to follow, but are applicable for all. It doesn't matter whether one is a beginner, a brahmachari, or is very advanced, a sannyasi. The principle of remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead constantly and not forgetting Him at any moment is meant to be followed by everyone without fail. So, this is universal application of bhakti that is telling. Then, Chamash Rushi, he says to King Nimi, the four social orders, namely the Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, have come out of the different parts of the universal form of the Supreme Lord. So, Brahmanas come from the head of the universal, Virat Root. Then Kshatriyas, arms, Vaishyas, belly, and Shudras, legs. Similarly, Sannyasis, Vanaprasthas, arms, Grihasthas, belly, and Brahmacharis, legs. The sannyasis have come out from the head, Vanaprasthas from the arms, Grihasthas from the waist, and the Brahmacharis from the legs. Then Srila Prabhupada comments on this 11, 5, 2 and 3.